I hope that that's working. I hope everybody will be able to see this. I think I set it up right. I'm gonna give it a second and we will get started. Let everybody come in. Give me 1 second. Should be it. What's good, everybody? Hi, my loves. What's good, Brianna? What's good, Jennifer Boyd? What's good, Tamila? Hi. I know it's been a little wonky, and I don't know if at any second I will have to cut this live, okay? But we're gonna talk about some things. What's good, Tawanda? What's good, everybody? I'm glad everybody is coming on in. I miss you guys so very, very, very much. Y'all can't know. I miss y'all very, very, very much. It's been a lot going on. What's good, Project Execute? It's been a lot going on. And what's good, Shauna? And I miss you guys. I just have been really not having a second, okay? Not having a second, like for real, okay? So let's recap some things and then, you know, we're gonna go from there. I don't even know, I had cards with me. I don't know where the fuck they are. We're gonna start with saying that before I jumped on here, I was trying to do a quick little recording for the TikTok, like Welcome to Coffee Corner, which I really have to do a better job about transferring those videos over to YouTube. I just be so busy, right? But basically, we're going to talk about that video because it didn't even finish loading. Oh, thank you. I feel dragged right now, so thank you for the compliment because I feel dragged. But I could use a good facial right now, for real. But let me just start with saying that this country is headed for a crisis. This country's headed for a crisis. And I'm not going to say that I'm the first, but I'm going to say that Spirit had me go through this experience to have an understanding, to be explaining this. And we need to talk about it because a lot of these things are going to coincide. They're going to coincide, and we might not necessarily understand how they coincide. So let's have a quick conversation. So my father's been in hospice for a minute. Okay? He's been in hospice for a minute. He has been declining, and the first round of hospice was like where they basically have you, thank you, Shauna. They basically have you, even though you've paid into systems through your paychecks and all kinds of things over your entire life, right? When you get to a certain age, you have the right to Medicare. And a lot of senior citizens, whether they had like something that was supplied through their job, it basically ends up being like a form of Medicaid or Humana or something like that, that supplements their Medicare, because Medicare would not cover enough things. Now, you might not think this is relevant, but stick with me, okay? So we're one of the only nations that doesn't have health care, universal health care. All right? And on top of that, they charge us exorbitant prices for the medications that they give us, even though in other nations they don't have that profit margin. So we're paying for CEOs, another, eat the rich type shit, right? to have these exorbitant bonuses and all these things, and how they qualify for these bonuses is by stripping away people's benefits, even though people have paid into these benefits their whole entire life. So somebody who is at the end of stage may have worked for 40, 50, sometimes 60 years paying into a system, right? Now, what does that have to do with anything? It was already a gross miscarriage of justice that we don't have universal health care. Add to that, that once we were given Obamacare, there's a certain individual that person is so irritated by the legacy of Obama that he wants to destroy anything that he touches. So, okay, they strip away a lot of the Obamacare. They're trying to do away with that. But then, now we also have presently a bill on the table to demolish Medicaid. Not just like, oh, as we know it. No, just to demolish the shit. The big, beautiful bill, right? That's on the table right now, right? So those two factors would be enough. But then add to that, I'm about to tell y'all some shit because I want y'all to wrap your fucking mind about this, because I promise you that just like the fentanyl crisis, this shit is going to touch every fucking home, and we need to get our minds prepared so that we know that this isn't just a one-off. Yo, we're going to get there. So, the big beautiful bill. Add to that the numbers of deportations. Who do you think a lot of the CNAs are? Who do you think a lot of the supporting staff in these places are? Huh? Huh? Maybe people who working towards their citizenship, that they got some like a permit, a visa, a this and that, but they're here 7 years working on that visa to try to, they got to apply. That shit takes fucking years. So you're working legitimately, you have permission to work, and then one day they just show up to your fucking job and deport you. And your job could be taking care of people who are transitioning. Your job could be taking care of fucking kids with brain cancer. Your job could be, dealing with the permanently disabled. Okay? And add to that, I'm about to fuck y'all heads up. The population that we have of seniors is about to exponentially grow, because the boomers is the largest generation. Now, if you think that this shit can't get fucking real, I'll tell you a story. On my mother's 13th birthday, her grandmother died, right? But the year that her grandmother died, they had a grave digger strike. So what happened? They had to keep my great grandmother in the living room on ice for 5 days. Okay? That's post. What do you think is gonna fucking happen when we have, listen, I estimate probably 5,000 families maybe a day gonna be going through the shit that we're going through? Right? We're just one family in one facility, in one city, in one state, on one day. I'm trying to tell you. Okay? Shit is about to get real. And they want to do more things. They want to do more things. What we're witnessing isn't just a stripping away of our rights, which we already know, okay? Of our democracy, of our fucking humanity, but now they want the dignity of death too. I'm not fucking kidding. Okay? This shit. And then, not for nothing, then they'll say, why is there a Luigi? Not that I would take those actions. And I think that women and men respond markedly differently from that type of stress. Okay? But are we surprised, really? Are we surprised, really? Okay? We've got this whole situation with, dragging us into a fucking war. We got Ted Cruz making a complete asshole out of himself on national TV. Talking to none other than nitwit fucking Carlson Tucker, who actually fucking made sense for once. Listen, I could black the fuck out right now. And yet, remember, tomorrow's Juneteenth. We are a symbol of what cannot be dismantled, what cannot be destroyed. And that much of what is happening is a reaction of a loss of power because of abuse of power. Because of abuse, sheer greed, and there are people who they think that this is all going to orchestrate them a situation where they're going to be able to stay in power and in control, and that shit isn't going to happen. But you know what is going to happen? To okey dokes. We already know that people's, let's say, expiration dates are approaching and that they're being used for tools. And it may very well be that they want to extract some, this for educational purposes only, extract some things from a particular nation, and so they create this narrative, and that nation's allies just happen to be down with Big Red, and this could all be allegedly an orchestration because a situation is going to arise like a, like a 911, and it's going to be predicated on sending some individuals, the youth, to that nation for foreign soil, and we will not do well in that conflict. I suggest, if you have young males and they have medical issues, you need to get that documented fucking ASAP. That shit is coming. That's one. And an orchestrated thing to make it pop off. okay? And the expiration date, so then they can have somewhere to put it, somewhere to blame it, somewhere to, right? But it's just a taking off of a mask and switching to another, and the agenda is the same. And some other things might come to a halt, but not the whole shebang. And enough will have been eroded. Enough will have been eroded to carry out the core of an agenda. I have a book here. I started already, okay, reading this book. The Hate Next Door by Matson Browning and Tawny Browning, okay? Why white supremacists are all around us and how to spot them. What's good, croissant? Okay? And this is about letting us see behind the veil of who and how infiltrated our society is right now. Yes, Shauna. Have a great one, okay? Thank you. Thank you. So I just want you guys to understand that some shit has already been laid out. Juneteenth. If you can, I want you to wash your hands and scrub your hands with some sea salt, regular salt if you don't have that. If you have some vinegar, okay. If you just have salt and water, do that. Refresh yourself, right? As you scrub your hands with this salt, ask the divine. What's good, Miss Lotus Wisdom? Ask the divine to protect you and to assist you in identifying that which is unclean, that which is meant for your downfall and your destruction, and ask that they guide every step, every path, every moment forward with the power and the ashe of the ancestors as we traverse this time of great warfare, the battle of the ancestors. And we create the stillness within ourselves to use their judgment and stand in the gap for freedom on this anniversary for them and for us and our future children, as time has no relevance. We stand together on this memory across timelines and realms, holding hands both spiritually, physically, and mentally, as we finally come together to defeat the beast that which thinks it can control the God body that we hold space within us for infinity. We will overcome. Become your prayer warrior. Work with the earth as we come to claim what's ours. For there's no greater authority than the divine itself. Okay, my loves. I really can't stay, but I will be back soon. And know that I can feel when you guys are thinking about me and holding space for me. I can feel it. I love you guys very, very much, and I will see y'all soon.